Hi, everyone. Welcome. I see a lot of familiar faces out there. Thanks for joining us. We are really excited to be kicking off the 2021 virtual networking event, and we have a great lineup of speakers for you. I'm going to go ahead and get right into it because we do have a lot. Our new 2021 Board of Directors met last week for the first time, and we have 4 of the 7 positions are new. We have a lot of fresh ideas and new faces, and I'm really happy to have Scott Fulton, who is our new chairman of the board, join us today. So I just wanted him to welcome you all and say hi real quick. So thanks, Scott, for joining us.
Thanks, Tara. It's what I would tell, whether you've been around for a while or you're new, there are a lot of changes happening that are really positive, and a lot of it is really because the work that Tara and Jessica have been doing to get ready for this year. So things like this, I think, are really important, and it's all about networking effectively, and that's really clearly our #1 priority. So you get back what you put into it. So I would encourage everybody, I would say if there's one piece of advice, get to know somebody on a one-on-one basis within your network and kind of make a commitment over a period of time to do that, because these events are nothing more than introductions. Typically, you've got to still take it beyond that and start to build your network. So thank you for all of you for being here, for whether you're a member or you're just interested in being a guest. It's just a great organization doing some of the most important work, I think, going on out there. So thanks to all of you. Thanks, Daryl.
Thanks, Scott. And for those of you that are active on LinkedIn, Scott is always posting really intriguing articles and things that make you think. So connect with him if you're interested in some of his thoughts. We are focusing this virtual networking event on the Massachusetts chapter. We have several of our members here today joining us. The new chair of that chapter is Ryan McEniff, who is also my new podcast co-host. Tomorrow, Friday, is our first recording of the Caregivers Toolbox, and Gina Knight, who you might see down there, who is our Chicagoland chair, is going to be our first guest. So we'll see how this goes. But anyways, Ryan, I'll let you talk about your chapter a little bit and then about yourself.
Yeah, thank you. And get ready, Gina. It's going to be Diane Sawyer. We're going to dig up everything from the past and really go after it.
No, okay, so when I don't answer tomorrow, you'll know why.
All right, yeah. No, it'll be a lot of fun. My name is Ryan McEniff. I own a company that does private home care located in historic Lexington, Massachusetts. And I'm also the chair of the Massachusetts chapter. To speak a little bit about the Mass chapter, I joined in June of last year, right in the middle of COVID. I figured, hey, let's join right in the thick of things. We certainly over the last year have had some turbulence with COVID, certainly starting a new chapter right in the, not in the middle of it, but right before COVID started has brought some challenges. But the benefit that the half glass full or the rose-colored glasses is that we've found that there's a lot of interest in still joining the networking side of the chapter, meaning that, you know, right now, I think most chapters are unable to have any type of in-person events. They're able to do the things that they want to normally do. And it's been really kind of refreshing and great to see that there are a lot of people in the community that are interested in giving back and being part of an organization that's focus is on helping others and, you know, secondarily expanding your network. In recent months, there has been turbulence. I'm the new chair by 1 week. So we had some interesting things happen where, you know, we had a gentleman, Jim, who was the vice chair. He retired and was able to sell his private agency and ride off into the sunset. So good for Jim. And our president and treasurer are brothers, and they decided not to renew their membership because they could focus on their startup a lot more. So that brought some challenges for 2021 where we needed people to step up and provide more leadership. And I was happy to be the new president after being the membership chair for a few months. I just felt that there's a lot of positivity and a lot of positive feedback from people that want to join the chapter. And we just need to get through COVID to be able to show to our members, our potential members, and our long-standing members that are more than a year, that we are going to continue moving forward and get to the goal. And we've worked so hard to get what feels like close to the end of this thing, and it would have been a shame to throw all that hard work away. But with that being said, you know, the turbulence that's come around is that it's right now a networking group, and our focus is on trying to build those relationships, and we've been able to, I think, be pretty successful in having people join. So, you know, it's kind of been a situation over the last year with setting up right as COVID was starting out, or right as, you know, the beginning of that. It's making, you know, the best of a tough situation, and the only way out is through. So you just keep plugging away, and you just smile at it, and you laugh at the tough times, knowing that there will be some easier times ahead. But with that being said, Massachusetts does have, as a state, there is a lot of energy. There's a lot of money that's put into by the state for senior services, for helping out seniors. So I think that once we get through the other end of this thing, we're going to see a bit of a rocket ship of membership. About me personally, I spoke for a while, so I won't say too much. I'll keep it to about 60 seconds. I run a private home care company. We help seniors stay in their home and stay out of a nursing home. So when there's a situation where a senior cannot live independently in their home, we get called to provide one-on-one care. And that's what I do for the day job. And then on the weekends, I try to get out on my very small boat and catch fish by spearfishing. So I get myself into a wetsuit, I dive down into the water 20 or 30 feet, and I hope to God I see a fish before the air runs out so I can catch it and bring it to the surface. So far, I'm 100% for getting back to the surface, and you don't see me, then I missed that one. But other than that being said, that's kind of what the Massachusetts chapter is about, and that's what I'm about. And I'll leave it over to our other leader, oh no, I'm supposed to go to Mike, right?
Yes, but first is our
first,
Truth or Dare section.
I thought I got away with it.
So Truth or Dare, Ryan?
All right. Truth.
Truth. What is the grossest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh my God. That's an easy one, testicles. So Rocky Mountain oysters. I lived out in Colorado, and when you live in Colorado, you got to ride the lightning, baby. And so you had to order some Rocky Mountain oysters, and they weren't disgusting. They were just like really chewy chips. They cut them in slices instead of like a ball. So they cut them in little potato chip slices, and they're not that good. I didn't think so.
Oh, I knew this was going to be a fun thing to do with this group.
Hopefully I'm not running for president any day, because that's going to bite me in the behind if I do.
And it's recorded too, so bonus. Okay, so now we'll turn it over to Mike.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Mike Harrington. I'm also a recent new member of the Massachusetts chapter. I think I joined shortly after Ryan did. I've known Ryan for a few years. And we've done some business together over the last few years. I own a private insurance agency, so I am the owner, sole proprietor. The name of my company is Lifetime Insurance Planning, and my focus is on providing insurance solutions that allow seniors to age in place and stay in their home. And that's through different insurance products, but usually through a long-term care insurance product. In my opinion, an extended care event where someone needs home care or assisted living care is the biggest risk to someone's family and their relationships and their retirement income. And my focus is on being proactive in providing solutions for those people who want to look at that from a serious standpoint. This not only in Massachusetts, but in New England, some of the states that border us to the north have a much older population than the rest of the country. And there's some shortages of caregivers. So again, in my perspective and my goal is to help people stay in place and by using insurance products to leverage their dollars, allows them to stay in place longer. Over the last year, of course, we've seen with the effects of COVID, a lot of these fatalities have occurred in nursing homes, unfortunately. And I think most people want to stay in their home as long as possible. And that's my goal, is to help folks like that. Aside from myself, I think I live in Woburn. I grew up in Winchester. My office is in Burlington. So for those folks who know the Massachusetts area, it's right in Greater Boston, 10 miles north of Boston. Been here my whole life. And I don't have any children. I have a girlfriend of 10 years. And my passion is golf. Unfortunately, I can't do that in the winter, just like Ryan can't spearfish in the winter, but hopefully I'll be going down to Florida in the next month or so for a quick trip here coming up. And that's it. And now I'm not sure if I choose truth or dare, do I get the same question?
No, you do not. I have a list.
Okay, all right. Okay, you have a list. I'll do truth. I'll do truth as well.
Okay. If you had to live with only one object, what would it be?
One object? I would have to say a bed, because I like, I want to be comfortable, right? I don't want a chair. I want a bed,
Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have one more of your members here today. Evangeline, would you like to go next? Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
You're muted. There we go.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Evangeline Bates, and I am the secretary of the Mass chapter. My name of the company is Designed for Ageless Living by Evangeline Interiors. So I am an interior designer by trade for the last 35 years, but the last 7 years I've been focusing on aging in place and universal design in my interior work. I am CAPS, so I have my designation as a certified aging in place specialist. I give home safety assessments, but what I can also provide to my clients is after the assessment, if they find that they do want to make some modifications in their homes, I am there for them every step of the way, getting the contractors, picking out accessories for them, and just helping them through the whole process so they don't have to do that for themselves. As far as information about myself, I have 4 girls who are all out of the house now, and I have 5 grandchildren. I just had a new grandchild 2 weeks ago, so now I have 5 grandchildren. And I've been actually very busy helping them out with remote learning. So between the business and helping the grandchildren out, I've been very, very busy the last 6 months or so. So that's who I am. And I want to welcome everyone today, our guests. And I do want to congratulate all the board of directors, and for Scott. I think this is going to be a great new year, and we're all looking forward to what's going to be ahead of us.
Okay, and you're not going to get off the hook either. Truth or dare.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I know everybody's been doing truth. I don't know if I should dare.
Do it. Be brave.
All right. Dare.
Okay. Open your desk drawer and find something unusual for show and tell.
Oh, okay. So I have this guy, because I'm always in my office by myself. I'm the only one in my business, and it's a home office, and this little guy just keeps me company all the time when I'm working. So this,
Nice.
this is Lexi. Mm-hmm.
I like it. Thank you. So we're going to take a break right now, and we'll do our first round of breakout rooms. So I think Jessica has it organized so that there is a speaker in every room. If you happen to get in a room where there is not a speaker, the person with the longest last name will be the moderator of the room. And that means you just keep everyone to 2 minutes and keep the conversation rolling. So I'm gonna borrow an idea that I had that we did at a networking event at SCORE. I don't know if you all are familiar with SCORE, but it's a great organization that gives free business resources to small businesses like us. So I encourage you to check it out. But for the first round of breakout rooms, we're going to go find new fans, is what they said. The F stands for family, the A is achievement, the N is for network, and the S is services. So just share a little bit about your family, some achievement that you're proud of that happened recently. Networking other than this group, obviously this is my favorite networking group, but you can share some others, and then the services that you provide. So Jessica, are we ready for the breakout? And then we'll come back for our next round.
We are. Do we have a time frame?
15 minutes, please.
Perfect.
We'll see you guys soon. Okay. I'm not going to go in one if that's okay.
I did not add you.
I can't believe I said. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Everyone's smiling. I hope that was fun. I hope you learned some new things about people. And
that was fast.
Was it fast? Too fast? We'll see if we can adjust it next time.
Well, no, sometimes you also give us the countdown of when you're ending. I don't know if I had that.
Oh, there was
all of a sudden we were.
Oh, sorry, guys.
All good.
Well, welcome back. We have 4 more speakers to go today. So the first half of the presentation was all focused on the Massachusetts members. The second half is all going to be guests that are joining us today. I have started a LinkedIn marketing campaign, and these are all people that I have connected with one way or another through that. First, we have Kimberly Mitchell, who I just met this week, and we connected, and she has a great organization there in Nashville. So I will let Kimberly speak first, and you're not getting out of Truth or Dare either.
Hey, all right. Hello, everybody. For those of you that I didn't get to introduce myself in one of the breakouts, I'm Kimberly. I work for a large professional services and advisory consultancy firm called LBMC. It stands for Lattimore Black Morgan and Kane. Let's see, I guess a little bit about me. I have a passion for care that's delivered in the home. I have a passion for seniors. I have clinical operations and sales or business development experience in the post-acute arena. I am a speech pathologist by clinical background. I'm no longer licensed. I've been out of that for some time now. But at LBMC, I'm actually their director of growth. I work in their healthcare practice. So I know a lot of you on the line, you may be providing, skilled or non-skilled care or services to seniors to help them age in the home. And those are all the types of clients that we work with. I'm going to share my screen and just give you guys a little bit of an overview on who LBMC is. Just a moment here. Sorry about that. So can everyone see my screen? I think I hear everyone. So basically,
Yeah,
LBMC.
I can't see your screen, sorry.
You can't? Oh, so strange. Okay. Well, what I will do is I will just come back to Zoom since you couldn't see my screen. So strange. Okay. So basically, like I said, LBMC is if you think of like a big 4 firm, like an EY or a Deloitte, we're similar to that. But we are ranked 43rd in the nation as far as size. We do everything from traditional tax and audit to information security, risk, compliance. We do consulting for many different types of businesses. I'd say everything that we do with the exception of banking and legal. So the way I like to tee LBMC up is to say that, we help healthcare entities or providers. Uh-oh. Are you guys seeing my screen now?
Now we see your screen.
Oh, no.
No, that's me. I put it up for you.
Oh, did you? Okay, thank you. So now I can't see. Okay. So basically, as you see on the right-hand side, advisory and business consulting, audit and assurance, human resources and recruiting. We do have a PEO model for small business owners that are looking for employee benefits. We can recruit at a fractional level if your company needs a controller, a quarter of a controller, et cetera. We do information security. So with the compliance and risk and HIPAA, tax, technology, we kind of do it all. So we are located in Tennessee. Our headquarters is in the Brentwood area, which is a suburb of Nashville, but we also have locations in Chattanooga and Knoxville. And then we just recently opened a location in Charlotte, North Carolina. But we serve over 6,000 healthcare entities across the nation, ranging from large nationally known companies such as CHS and HCA and LifePoint, Brookdale Senior Living, Life Care Centers of America, to smaller businesses. So I'm so glad that Tara allowed me to, be on today, just to at least meet all of you guys. We really do try to make the business side of healthcare simple, because a lot of folks, they're getting into the business that they're into because they have a passion and they want to serve others, not necessarily because they want to be a business operator. But we really do come up alongside of small businesses to large corporations and help them scale and grow compliantly while minimizing their risk, and also help them to improve their revenue from a top line standpoint. So you can go ahead and take the screen back, I guess. And a little bit about me. I've got 2 kids, 2 dogs. Let's see, classical voice major was my undergrad degree. So I sang with the Nashville Opera as a soloist and the Nashville Symphony and done a lot of other things. But I just have a passion for helping other people. So I'm really honored to be a part of this networking group, and I'm going to join myself as a member. I know there's not a Tennessee chapter yet, but just so glad to be here. So if there's ever anything that my organization can do to help you all as small business owners, we're here to support, and you really do get that kind of uncommon approachability that you wouldn't get with a lot of firms, but you kind of get that Southern hospitality with LBMC and Big Four expertise at a better price. So,
well, thanks, Kim. And are you going to pick a truth or a dare today?
I'll do a truth, please.
Okay. We all
I'm
hate
scared.
waiting in line, but what is one thing you don't mind waiting in line for?
Oh, goodness. One thing I don't mind waiting in line for. I'm pretty impatient. So I guess I wouldn't mind waiting in line for, like a really good sale, because I'm a shopaholic, a little bit of a shopaholic. I like to shop.
I'm
So
beyond that one.
yeah, so if I think it's something that somebody else is going to get first dibs on. Now, I don't do the crazy Black Friday shopping and, wait in massive lines, but if it's something that I think I might miss out on, then I will go and wait in a line for a little bit.
Nice. Well,
But
thanks,
that's about it.
Kim. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
So
you, guys.
next on the list is John. John was my very first response to my very first marketing campaign ever, and he was so nice and so much fun to talk to that I had to invite him today. So thank you, John. If you could unmute yourself, though, that would be great, and I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you so much, Tara. It was great speaking with you as well. So again, my name is John Calcavecchi. I'm the Senior Vice President of Tapestry Health. A little bit about me. I have 2 boys, one in college, one's a senior. I would say, one, I cannot sing. That's one thing. I try to play the ukulele and it does not work out well. And I probably rank myself bottom 20% of parenting based on when you have a 19 and a 17-year-old that are just crazy, thinking, what did I do wrong every day? So I rank myself bottom 20% of parenting. So don't ask me. This is not going to be parenting advice coming from me at all here. But we are a full service medical practice. We fall in the name of telemedicine quite a bit because telemedicine is really what drives our company. But we are really a full service medical practice, and we service the skilled nursing facilities, independent ALs, assisted living, home care, memory care. And what we do is we provide usually NPs or PAs, boots on the ground. So we want to make sure that consistent medical care is being done on site, but we also have an after hours where we have a nurse practitioner or a PA overseeing the entire building. And why we fall in the telemedicine space is because we have what's called a remote patient monitoring system. So we can actually do all the vitals and they get uploaded into the facilities or communities EMR, electronic medical record, and we can actually monitor. So if you think yourself as how airplanes and air traffic controllers monitoring planes in the air, we're the air traffic controller to patients. So if we see blood pressure drop, pulse ox drop, anything, we're right on top of it. We either roll our card in just like we're speaking today, and we can actually do an evaluation right there and prescribe care A to Z right there in the spot, or call a charge nurse, call anybody. The ideal goal is to keep patients from being sent back to the hospital for readmissions. That is the number one expense, not one, but one of the biggest expenses is when patients either get sent back to hospital, either when they're at home or at a facility. And we even track the patient 30 days post-discharge as well. So we're following the patient home for 30 days because that's the penalty period to get dinged on by Medicare. And we're following, making sure that they stay at home or we send them back to the skilled, but we're trying to avoid them going back to the hospital. Now, of course, they have a heart attack and they need to go to the hospital. It's a separate issue. But that's our company. We're in about 35 states. I joined the company about 3 months ago. We were in about 16 states. We're already exploding. It cannot slow down. COVID drove this to another level. The CMS, the government, continues to pile more money at telemedicine, telehealth, and we don't see us going away. And it's extremely busy, and we're signing up new business every day, and it's insane. So that's a little about us. Again, I stayed away from parenting because I'm not good at it. And I have a dog, Charlie. That's the only thing I'm good at, is taking care of my dog. He's a lab Weimar on a mix, and we love him to death. He's my pup. The only one that likes me in my house is him right now. And that's me. I got you smiling, Tara. That's always a good thing. Now I'm scared. I want to take a truth or a dare.
Truth or dare? Are you going to be brave?
I'll go truth. I'll tell you everything. I think I laid it all out there anyways.
What is the most stupid thing you've done in front of a crowd?
Oh, God. There's a list go on in front of a crowd. Jesus. Can we talk college days?
Sure. Even better.
Do I want to talk about spring break? I mean, do we want to go down that road? Spring break.
I mean, Ryan admitted
1,000 people jumping around like a lunatic. I mean, it's the stupid things. The list might go on forever. In front of a crowd. Okay, here's an embarrassing moment. All right, ready? So I got a dare in high school. You remember the movie Just Say Anything? We had to hold the radio up and sing in front of somebody's house. Yeah, I lost a bet, and I had to do that to a girl in high school, with her parents flipping on the lights and everything. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. So I lost, but I did it because I had to honor the bet. And I still remember that today. I think I'll never do that again. Well, of course, I'll be divorced if that happens, of course, but it's done to my wife. But yeah, that's probably the most embarrassing thing I had to do in front of people.
Oh, that's funny. You're lucky it wasn't during the time of cell phones. It would be all over the place right now.
It would be all over the place, but I still had a hard time that Monday morning at school. Trust me. So.
Yeah. Well, thank you, John, for joining us. And
thanks
for sharing that truth.
I'm just embarrassed now.
So next on our list is Vince. Vince is joining us from down in San Diego. So Vince, welcome.
Welcome. Hello. Thanks for the time, Tara, and all of you. I've gotten to talk a little bit more in the breakout with a few of you, and that was really nice. Just love the energy so far, what I'm picking up of like the group, just everybody really being here for the right reasons, right? Of what they're trying to give and pay forward. My story starts years and years ago. I was got a call from my mom and said, you know, Grandpa fell again. And I had my own grandparents fall getting in and out of bed as they were aging in place. And I was working at the time as an ICU nurse, taking care of folks, and just thought, you know, maybe there's a way we could do more or help or provide a product of some sort. And that got me thinking, looking at the market as to what was out there. And I actually developed my own product that's now went on to garner 5 different patents. And I want to show it to you all. It's designed to help older adults age in place and reduce the risk of falls. I'll start by saying that I realize there's my wife and I who live here in San Diego. But I'll start by saying I realize the product's not for everybody. And so there is that space in the continuum where it does work for them. But the product I created is called the Step to Bed. Can everybody see this here? Okay, so the product's designed to sit at the bedside, and instead of using a rail, which is designed to keep you in bed, we use perpendicular grab bars that create a pathway of entry. So it combines, 2 grab bars, it Velcros to the bed, it has motion activated LED lighting for the nighttime. And we launched this about 2.5 years ago. It's done quite well. We now serve over 2,000 new folks every single month, and have over 1,700 reviews on Amazon with a 4.6 out of 5 rating. And so when you go to read those reviews and you just hear how it's making that impact, it's really exciting and just feels good to be a part of that. One of the new products that we just launched is called the Step to Tub. And so this product, as you can see, is designed to hook onto the bathtub. And again, just allow somebody who maybe isn't ready to remodel that bathroom, take on that kind of project, the product may work for them. So still, again, unique to what's out there in the market, but as a whole, as you see here, we're able to offer the product at a really fair price. And we do offer partnerships. You can see we work everyone from Amazon to Walmart, to Lowe's, Wayfair. We work with the Mayo Clinic, UPMC, lots of different partners along the way. So it's been really exciting for us. We sell, thousands of products on our site, everything from therapy to ambulatory to senior clothes, things like that. But really, those that Step to Bed and the Step to Tub are really the things that we drive the most in the market. And for us, it's just about trying to work with partners who are interested in helping their clients, right, and their folks age in place longer. So we do have, partnerships where there's drop ship pricing, where people will refer it to their patients and they can make a referral commission. Some people choose to pass that savings on to their clients just as a value add. But if anybody does feel like it may be applicable for some of the folks they serve, would love to chat with you and just share a little more and explore it. But as a whole, really just, again, between nursing and what I'm doing now, it's really been something that's been fulfilling for me to try and help so many older folks that not only we have now, but also coming down the road, that eventually, I always say, it doesn't matter who you are. Ultimately, you're going to face that battle of mobility. Doesn't matter, tall, short, black, white, rich, poor. It's eventually going to happen, right? So how are you preparing for that? And just would love to hear more about some of you all and what you're working on, and if there's a way to collaborate. But again, as a whole, just love the energy of the group and overall what you all are working so hard to accomplish. So appreciate you letting me share and welcoming me in. And Tara, hit me with the best question you got. Challenge me. I want to say something embarrassing to break down a barrier here.
Okay, so you're going with the truth. Do you have a hidden talent, and can you show it to us now?
Ooh, I would say doing impersonations, which I will already say I'm pretty bad at, but I like to think in my mind I'm decent at. So I'll pull out the classic Australian Let's throw another shrimp on the barbie. I know, it's pretty bad. I told you guys.
I like it. Awesome. Thanks, Ben. Okay, and our last speaker before we go to the final breakout round is Leanne. I met Leanne at a Women in Business breakfast virtually this month, and she's also going to be the speaker at our Orange County chapter meeting in March, and she's going to talk about brain games and brain stimulation. So Leanne, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I want to just echo Vince. I think the energy is awesome and it's so fun to be here for my first time and be able to speak and share a little bit about what I'm doing. I am the assistant director of a company called LearningRx in Costa Mesa, California. And we are actually global. We have over 100 centers worldwide. And we started about 40 years ago, and we're the #1 brain training company in the world and the only one backed by clinical research. And so what we do is we get to the root cause of any learning struggle or to the root cause of any problem that's arising, especially for our seniors. We work with the 7 core cognitive skills that are needed to learn and perform anything in life. And we work again with any age, but we love our seniors because so many, come to us feeling like, gosh, my memory's not what it used to be, or I'm not able to handle things as quickly as I used to, that type of thing. So we first start with an assessment, and then we can see where those skills are, what skills are high, what skills maybe are a little bit weaker. We all have higher skills and weaker skills. We usually leverage on the higher skills and kind of accommodate the weaker ones. So we work on closing that gap. We work with the neuroplasticity of the brain and building those neural connections or rebuilding ones that maybe have pruned apart with age. And so the way that we work is one-on-one brain training. We do in-center or remotely, so we can train anyone, anywhere. So they are with a one-on-one trainer. And it's just, again, to rebuild some of that feels lost by our seniors. We also, we work across the board also with traumatic brain injury. So if there's been a fall, concussion, a stroke. We just graduated a 65-year-old woman who had a stroke, 2 strokes in her early 50s. And she literally came to us like in a wheelchair, couldn't even move. And, we were able to get her some of her speech back and get her more alert. So it definitely increased her quality of life. So we love doing that. Also on the business side, we're doing less of the traditional marketing, and I'm getting out more and speaking and doing things like this to share what we do. Because oftentimes people don't know brain training. They might know tutoring or, other specific things, but don't know brain training. So what we're doing now is a $500 referral fee. So if you know anybody that can benefit from our programs, let me know. If they do sign for a program, you get $500. So, and you can spread that word to anybody you know as well. And I just recently became a certified cognitive specialist with a third party, and our center is certified now. So we're really excited about that. And what else? Let me see. I'm a single mom. Again, I grew up in Massachusetts and landed in California about 20 years ago by way of Chicago, Dallas, Atlanta, London, Greenville, South Carolina, and ended up in California. So loving it here. I have a 16-year-old daughter who is loving class in bed on Zoom. And so trying to break her of that habit, but she's doing great and working on some college stuff. So that's taken some time. And I guess that's about it. But if anyone's interested, my information's in the chat. So
thanks, Leanne. Are you going to pick a truth or a dare?
I don't know. All right, let's do truth.
Okay. What is one thing people don't know about you?
One thing people don't know about me. I had a collapsed lung when I was in high school at 16, 3 times, and had to have major surgery. So that's something people don't know.
That's a big one, yeah. Well, thank you. Thanks for sharing, and thanks for joining us. I know that we might run a little bit over past the 1 o'clock mark, so some of you might have to drop off. But for those of you staying for the second round of breakout rooms, the question will be, what is one question you wish someone would ask you? And so we'll go with the same rules in the first round. If you don't have a speaker in your group, then please let the person, we'll do the shortest last name this time. The shortest last name is the moderator. So Jessica, are we ready?
Yes, indeed.
Awesome. See you in a bit. Okay, welcome back, everyone. I think we're all back. We lost a few people, but I hope you had fun. I hope this was a fun hour for you. I know everyone's getting a little zoomed out, so we tried to make it a little bit more interesting this time around. I sure learned a lot about you people. I think we're going to have to do a twist on this game in the future. But thank you for joining us. Our next event is actually on Tuesday, January 26th. It is the Hidden Gems of Aging, and we are going to highlight little or unknown products and services that help make aging easier. So this is something that we're going to start doing on a monthly basis. So if you are interested in being a highlighted speaker, please let me know. Also, if you didn't save the chat, if you go down to the chat box, the little 3 dots in the box down there, be sure to save that with everyone's information. If you didn't put yours in yet, you better hurry up because I see people saving. And if you haven't connected with me yet on LinkedIn, please do so. I'm sharing so much information on there about the group and about aging in general. We also have a closed page that's for NAIPC members only. So I hope to connect with you there and to see you at some of our future events. And does anyone have anything to say in closing? If not, we'll see you next.
Another great group.
Yeah, thanks for your energy, Tara.
Thanks, David.
Good
I'll
luck.
see you.
Thanks. It was fun.
Appreciate it. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good job.